Good haul today. Camped at one Goodwill again. Spent $100.80, which you will be able to see in about 3 minutes when this focuses. Fucking fuck! Going in roughly chronological order, and as a point of reference, I do a quick flip. So the way I source clothing is I only buy stuff that has at least an equivalent amount of solds over 90 days as are currently active. Ideally, I want those solds to be ideally I want those solds to be about 2 or 3 times higher. Well, that's rare. So the majority, I would say 80-90% of the stuff that I'm about to show you is that kind of an item, and I have a few, I think maybe 2 or 3 big ticket items thrown in there, longer tail stuff that's worth more money, you know, 50 bucks and up. And I'm willing to wait longer for that amount of money. This is one of them. This is the first thing that I spotted. This is on a rack. This is brand new with tags. I'm not familiar with this brand. It's Money. Oh God, not again. It's Money. And cost $4. And there's one comp on eBay sold for around 60. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I found another one, same brand. I thought this was Bathing Ape at first because I'm a simpleton. This was $6. New brand to me. This is some military thing, military themed. The brand is Grunt Style. Grunt Style. This was $2, very high demand, probably flip it for 20. Basic Lacoste men's polo shirt, size 6. $6. Unless I specify otherwise, all of the shirts are either $6 or $7. Same thing. Another Lacoste. Oh boy. Big ass shirt. This is a 6XLT. Look at it. It just goes and goes and goes. Hopefully this is in frame. This is a 6XLT polo shirt. This brand, Oak Hill, specializes in big and tall stuff for men. They have blazers, sport coats and stuff that sells at a good clip. I've sold shorts from them, pants. I don't recall selling a polo shirt from them. There were 0 actives and 3 solds. This is a vintage Champion MIT shirt. There's some cracking on the screen printing. Cost $2. Probably flip it for 15. Even demand on that one, 100% sell through. Not actually seen this brand in the thrift before. It's Fred Perry. Polo shirt. The favorite uniform of our friends, the Proud Boys. Some real alpha male shit today. This is another long tail. Took me a while to find this. It's, this is a K-pop group, apparently. I don't know if it's a band or if it's a label. But I got 2 of them. Don't know how much it'll sell for, bought it for 2. There were no shirts sold, but there was some paraphernalia and CDs that sold for like 50, 60 bucks. Here's the other one. I don't know if you'll be able to see the graphic very well. This is the back of the shirt. It's the same BTS. Who knows? This is another one, even more hideous. This is grunt style. Grunt style. Lick my charms, covered in guns. This is gonna go out to a very normal person. This is a slightly out of season. We're getting into fall, so this is probably not going to fetch as much money as it would have a couple months ago. This is not a brand I typically pick up, but the sell-through on pineapple bonobo shirts is high, and I got this for I think $6. I don't know. Worth it. This is an interesting one. It's a paisley Gooch shirt, and I almost didn't buy this because right when I first started flipping clothing, I actually got a Gooch shirt that was not this ostentatious, but I sat on it for a long time, and that might have been chalked up to the fact that I really didn't know what I was doing, and my photos probably looked horrendous. But it took me forever to flip it, and eventually I had to flip it to a secondhand clothing store. But I looked this up, and the sell-through is apparently quite high. And this is single needle tailoring made in Nepal, and it's got the big, does have like, I can cut this off, there's some strings and stuff. But these big paisley shirts, that should flip pretty quick. I'll probably list it for 25. Grab this off of a new clothing rack. Lululemon. I really should learn the names of some of these Lululemon pants, because when you look at this, excuse me, when you look at the solds, there's a huge range. I mean, all of it sells, there's 100% sell-through on Lululemon pants. Some of them, most of them flip for like 15 to 25, and then a few of them will flip for 50, 60, 80 bucks. And they all have specific names, and they look a lot like the pants that flip for cheap. So that's gonna be a homework project for me. If you ever see this long ass tag on yoga pants, that's typically a giveaway that it's Lululemon. Sometimes this is missing, and you have to go hunting for this logo. This is, you know, this is money. And while we're on the subject, there's a trick to finding the size with Lululemon stuff. They hide it. They always hide it. Because it's you know, I guess being able to read your size tag on your clothing is for pores. There it is, never mind. It's right, it's there. It's there. Sometimes yoga pants will have this little pocket in the waist, and they'll put the size, they'll print the size right inside the pocket. So you don't have to like take all the, well, you do have to take all the measurements and stuff, but if you can't find the size, look in hidden places. This is a very interesting one. This appears to be just a standard Under Armour polo shirt, but it had this on it. And I recognized this word. There's a science fiction TV show called The Orville that's it's meant to be kind of a parody of Star Trek. And I've not seen the show, but this looked kind of spacey. And I thought, on a whim, you know, I thought, well, this is probably just some, whatever, no-name golf tournament thing, because there's a ton of golf tournaments that have polo shirts attached to them that aren't worth anything. But I figured, I live in LA, maybe this is some kind of studio corporate, event that's attached to this show, and this might be really niche and worth something. And I looked up Orville second annual golf tournament on eBay, didn't find anything, but I looked up, I think I typed in Orville logo or Orville show emblem or something, and it's this. So this is from the show. I have no idea how much this is worth. This could be worth $100 or more. It could be worth $30. I don't know. But I might just put it up for auction and see what happens. Looks like just a standard men's shirt, and it kind of is. This is a great brand though, TravisMathew. Basically anything from this brand has even sell-through. It's not a super fast seller, but it's a consistent seller. So typically you have to sit on stuff for a couple weeks to a month before it flips. The women's stuff doesn't sell as well. I would potentially stay away from the women's stuff. The TravisMathew in men, all the shirts, jackets, and pants sell really well. This is a denim pearl snap. Levi's shirt in large. No flaws, no stains. I might eat those words because I typically don't buy white clothing because stuff sneaks up on you. But if there are no stains, that should flip for 30, I'm guessing. Here's a brand that is typically not worth a lot, Abercrombie & Fitch, but probably from the same person. It's a denim button-down, not pearl snap, just a standard button-down shirt in the muscle line. Here's another Lacoste. These long sleeve polos are much more in demand than the short sleeve polos. I really have trouble hanging on to these for very long when I list them. I think the last one I sold was either a 5 or a 6. This is a men's. These long sleeve polos, if you find them, I would pick them up. Last item. Another one of these. I think, that's another pearl snap. Another pearl snap shirt. I'm wondering if this is potentially a women's because the sleeves are quite short. So I'm guessing this is probably a women's large. But these Levi's denim shirts, especially pearl snaps, and if they're in good condition, they flip real quick if you price them right. There's a lot of demand for them. That's it. Yeah, and this is not an atypical haul for me. This is all from one Goodwill. There was a lot of stuff that I left behind that I think most resellers probably would have grabbed. A lot of big name stuff, but you look it up and the sell-through is way worse than you expect. So thanks for watching.